デルタには悪いが、プレリュードは僕が奏でよう。今宵、世界は我らを知る。
Wow, 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 wow. So I have been talking a lot, and I mean a lot, about hype moments in anime. And with this recent season, with Bleach, with My Hero, and with Chainsaw Man, this topic of conversation has come over in my channel in discussion over and over again. And it's all about building up to that hype moment and delivering on it. And I think, at the end of this episode, right, you have Alexia completely just get destroyed, and she finally finds out that her betrothed, the leader of the Knights, blah blah blah, he was the one that was funding this, this research project. He has these aberrations, these ambitions, and he's a piece of shit. Okay, so he has all of this, and we find out that, he's the one who had led this to capture her, all this stuff. She takes him on, she fails, she gets overpowered by him, and then Cid comes up, and he was like, I am the man who lurks in the shadows. And I was like, let's go, Cid. It was incredibly hype. And I know that next week it's going to deliver on something even more so, right? And the reason that I say that next week's going to deliver even more is he now has 114 members of those who lurk in the shadows, right? This crazy amount. And he keeps calling out in the, this episode, he keeps calling out that, oh, the girls must just be living normal lives. They just come and do this on the side for me, blah, blah, blah. But in the reality, they are really like building out this ridiculous organization to rival the real organization that lurks in the shadows, right? And I just find that incredibly entertaining and incredibly hype. The rest of this episode was just absolutely incredible too. Like, it was just so captivating, and it captured me from the beginning. So, first off, we see that, the princess has gotten abducted. The reason she got abducted, and in her bloodline, she gets frustrated that they keep mentioning blood. But, in her blood, there is the blood of a hero and apparently the blood of a demon. And I found that incredibly interesting and entertaining as well. Just learning that there is a desire for this royal blood because of what, is actually in it. So I think that is interesting. And one of the things that Alpha had mentioned as well is, they are trying to fight, the cult, and the cult is also after this royal blood as well. So I thought that was just incredibly interesting. Then, one thing I did want to call out is the OP is absolutely incredible. It reminds me of the My Hero Academia OP, which is absolutely incredible as well. Then we move on to the next section, which I thought was really, really fun, where they're torturing Cid. He had no problem with interrogation. He had no problem with being beaten up. He was just laboring in the fact that they were putting on a performance, and he was trying to match and overcome that performance of a background character. So I love it. I must have yelled out at least 8 times this episode that Cid is a psycho. I'm like, yo, this man's a psycho. This man's effing crazy. This man's a psycho. So I love that. I love it. Then the next part of the episode is, we had Alpha come into play, right? And Alpha let him know everything that's going on. Alpha let him know everything that's happening. He was excited by the fact that he found out that Delta is in town as well. So this man goes and puts on a show. Cid is a showman. He has been earning all this money. He's been doing the Alexia stuff. Also, Alpha got a little bit jealous. She was like, yo, why are you romantically involved with the princess? But, he's been doing all of these activities to earn money, so then that way he can decorate his room to be like the big boss. So I found that incredibly entertaining as well. He has Delta go and take notes like he's doing a biography. Incredibly funny there. And then again, we find out about the 114 agents of the darkness that they have. We see the fight with Alexia. We see the big monster that the mad scientist created. Mad scientist got killed, left ways to Sunday. Then we see all the Knight leader stuff, and we find out about all the corruption within the Knights. And then Cid comes on to play, big ballin', shot calling. So, at the end of the day, this is what a hype anime is about. I think Eminence in Shadow is incredible. It has been delivering over and over. And, for me personally, when I think of brand new anime making a first time impression, Eminence in Shadow is just nailing it, right? They nailed episode 1. They nailed episode 2. They nailed episode 3. They're nailing episode 4. They're probably going to nail episode 5. Like, introducing us to these characters that we didn't care about or know that they existed, and now we do, is incredible, and they are just doing an amazing job. I know I am fanboying over this, but they have just been doing an incredible job. World building, character building. They introduce Alpha, they take Alpha away. They introduce Delta, they take her away. They introduce the organization, they take it away. They reintroduce the cult, they take it away. They introduce a brand new character, Alexia. They take her away. She's being kidnapped. Now we have Cid over here. They reintroduce her again, and now Cid's gonna save her. So it's they do this back and forth play with the world and the characters and back and the plot and back, and it's just so captivating and interesting. Eminence in Shadow is absolutely fantastic. I would say easily 9.5 out of 10 episode. I really, really enjoyed this. I was hype over and over and over again. I laughed at Cid's psychoness. I laughed at his interaction with Alpha. I love that he was trying to impress Delta. I love that he made her a note taker. All of this is just incredible, and it's just even when Cid took those 2 dudes down who were torturing him, he obliterated them. I was like, oh, let's go. Incredible. So let me know what you guys thought. Let me know if I'm being too positive about it. Let me know what you didn't like about the episode. Let me know what you do like about it so far. And let me know what you think about what's going to happen next with Cid gaining 114 shadow followers. All right, my friends. See you guys next week. Peace.